Cruising down the street, night black is tall. Don't know why I feel so comfy in this stolen car. When my man shot the owner in the throat and the arm. My near future is marred, nigga freedom is fall. All I can see is the bars. Picture life in the yard. Cause I ain't used to bitches, I only hung with the guards. Oh shit, they shine in the light in the car. Hit the corner, nigga, make the right at the bar. Stitch, the murder weapon still in the car. What, nigga? I guess we was done from the start.
Cruising down the street, trying to dodge these lights. Swear I'm not trying to get locked up tonight. Can't believe the events that may occur. All I can think about is prison city and her.
Okay, we live here. Again, prison city and her. Here to bring a voice to the struggle. I'm here with Danger Doll. Stitches Esperanza. Your first question.
My first question is, did you join a gang while you were incarcerated?
No, you know what? All these gangs that I be seeing on TV, maybe they just didn't want to induct me. You know what I mean? Maybe I just wasn't gang material.
Right?
Because nobody never, like, I ain't never heard nothing about, I don't know, no. I was in gang, I ain't hear nothing about no gangs.
Did you see or hear anything?
I didn't hear no gang activity, you feel me? Nah, like seriously, I didn't see nothing. But people be saying it be gangs and shit, but right. Nah.
If someone did try to initiate you, would you have joined?
Probably not. Like, you know how you gotta get beat up and
right?
shit?
Like, I don't want to go through that.
Get the fuck out of here. Like,
no,
nah.
thank you.
I'll pass.
Right?
I'll take no for 200 hours.
Right. No. I'll take no for 500. Shit.
And, or you gotta, oh wait a minute, you either gotta get beat up to get in, or you gotta do it to get in. Ooh, somebody would have took my privacy. Nobody was in there trying to take my privacy.
Right,
you know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm gonna use that. Try to take my privacy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should have joined the game. You feel me? It might have been fun joining the game, but nobody tried to induct me, so nah.
I'm happy no one did. Because who knows where you would have ended up.
Girl, bye.
Did you pick up on anyone though while you were there?
I mean, couple of chicks that was cool as hell. You know what I mean? It was one chick, you know what I mean? I want to say a name, that was my people. She was from Elizabeth. She was thorough as hell. Like, motherfuckers was trying to fuck with me. This girl was trying to mess with me. I don't even know this bitch name. She was all ugly as shit. I'm like, miss. I'm just trying to do my time, miss. There was a bitch from North. She was all like, got high and shit like this. Relax. Like, I don't.
Like, what are you doing?
She's like, oh, what are you looking at? Not you, bitch. You ugly as hell. Y'all, I'm not even looking in your direction.
Literally.
But my girl, it's funny when a motherfucker try to, I guess the girl wanted to pick on me because I was little. You feel me? She didn't even know that I gets busy.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? Only if I had to. Only if I had to.
Right.
She'd have pushed me in the corner. I'd have had to do what I had to do.
Right.
But I didn't want to be in that corner.
Exactly.
But my girl, oh man, this chick was like thorough as hell. So I come to her, I'm like, yo, braid my hair right quick. She's like, wow, what's going on? I'm like, yo, this girl is fucking with me. I'm like, I'm gonna stab this bitch. Like, I'm gonna take it to the extreme, because to me it's like, I'm so little. Like, she ain't gonna drag me around this motherfucker. No.
Right.
You gotta have upper
hands.
I'm gonna have to stab her, because she was a big girl. She wasn't gonna drag me. She's like, yo, who messing with you? I'm like, yo, it's these chicks over there. She said, I'll tell you, guess we both going to Trenton, Stitch. She's like, if she come over here, we both going to Trenton. Don't even worry about it. It's funny when a real thorough motherfucker is there.
Right.
Like, she's looking at me like, you all small, but she didn't know I had thorough bitches around me, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, old girl, straight up, as soon as the girl came around, she was just like, she was funny as hell. She was like, I feel like fighting. I looked at my people, was like, see what I'm talking about, man? See this bitch? My peoples jumped up, she was like, well, then fight. She's like, I don't want to fight you.
Right?
I'm like, oh, you don't want to fight you. She's like, well, that's my peoples, and you gonna fight, you ain't gonna do shit to it. But it's just so crazy how motherfuckers used to try to, like, that's the only thing that I can say. Here and there, people used to try to, like, do something to you because you was small, like intimidate you because you was small.
Right.
Like, that shit ain't mean nothing to me. She didn't even realize in a state of, for me, with desperation, make me do crazy things. Like, you should be afraid of a person that's afraid of you. You feel me?
Right.
Because if I'm afraid of you,
you might have to kill them.
You know what I mean? I'm absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. Because the motherfucker that's afraid of you is doing other things.
Right.
They think of other ways
survival.
to keep themselves safe.
Right.
You feel me? Because they're afraid. Right. I don't want to fight a motherfucker that's afraid of me. You feel me? Because you never know what they
That's
capable
a bad
of.
setup. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that.
Did you ever hang out with anyone you were locked up with after?
Yes, I had the pleasure of hanging with my girl, Michelle Sleester. This was my God rested dead. That was my peoples. And I got to hang out with her like a couple of times when I came home. You feel me? That was my peoples. We actually had a ball. We hung out the Broadway. I took her to Broadway. We went to the we went to the Post when the Post is still open. She a white girl, but we had fun as hell. She was the only white girl in there, but she funny as hell. Right. That was my people.
She had a
and
blast.
she had a blast. She was such a nice, such a good heart. You feel me? But yeah, that was the only person that actually was the only person that I hung out with that I was locked up with afterwards.
Right. Well, yeah. I always want to ask this question: did anyone ever like promise you anything like, oh, like I know a producer, da 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 da, like when you get out, call this person in, and like nothing ever happened? I always see that shit in movies. I always wonder if that really happened.
Nah, because ain't nobody called me or visited me or that. Nobody had the opportunity to promise me nothing. Right. You feel me? Well, I did have a dude when I was in there, but I knew that wasn't gonna become anything when I came home. So all the things that he was telling me that he was gonna do, I knew it wasn't gonna come to pass because I wasn't beat.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So nah.
Like I'm just thinking about the fact that you have to just jump back into regular life after. Like,
yeah, come home. It's like a kind of like a shock because when you're locked up, everybody, in a sense, everything is taken care of for you. They're telling you when you're going to do everything. You don't really have any responsibilities but to wake up and do what the fuck they tell you to do. You feel me? Other than that, you don't have to worry about how this bill is going to get paid, who's eating this, what we doing. You don't have none of those responsibilities. But as soon as you get back on the street, you're thrust right back into that. Right. Like you got to do this, that shit is overwhelming.
I was gonna say, does it make like when you anxious?
It's overwhelming because when you first come home, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
You feel me? So you at the mercy of whoever wants to help you out at the moment.
Right.
And
that's
you get a job.
You even get help.
Yeah, that's if you got a support system. If you don't got a support system, you just basically out of luck.
Right.
You feel me? And then now once you got to look for a job, and then all the doors that was open are closed. You feel me? And the jobs that you're gonna get are not gonna be any job that you really, really want, but it's gonna be a job that you have to take.
Right.
Because you gotta take whatever you can get. You feel me? It's if you don't have the right support system lined up, you're doomed to repeat. Right. Because there's not like all of the doors that close. All of the doors that close when you become a convicted felon, it's amazing. When you come home, those doors are still closed. Right. They're closed and they probably not going to open. You don't have a driver's license. Let's start there. If you could get a driver job, you Uber, you could do anything, Lyft, all of those places. And they actually, if you had a driver's license, they actually allow you to use their car. You could pay to use their car, but you don't have a driver's license, so you can't even fucking do that. You can't even do that. So there's all of the things that are set up against you, stacked against you, and you got to fight through all of that. And who's to say how strong you is? Right. Yeah, if you got a family and you got other people that are dependent on you, and 9 times out of 10 you do. Right. Almost everybody got a family. Right. It's not too many people that are locked up that don't got kids. Right. Right. So once you come home, it's like you got all of these people that depend on you, and you can't help them. You're actually a burden on them. You need help from them.
Did your girlfriend try to fight you?
Did my girlfriend try to fight me? Well, yeah, she did. But not too much. She ain't really. She was just a little crazy. She tried to pull me off the bed by my feet, but she didn't really try to physically fight me or anything. Because I don't even remember, but because some other girl liked me, some bullshit. Oh, you know what I mean? Because like I had you know what it is when you go to female jail and shit. You got all of these females that the ones that are the aggressor, the ones that are allegedly the man, have real high-pitched voices. Just kidding.
For real?
But no, most of them have like
What?
different voices and shit. You feel me? This is always was my take on it, or why? Because when I first came in there, it just seemed like everybody was like, like on me, and I thought it was like.
Is it like because you're new, or is it like specifically you? Like,
No, I think it was
wanna be in
because
her
of my
face.
swag. I think it was because I was a little militant and I got a little deep. I tried to get away from this voice.
You were like exotic to them, like
yeah. So I actually had an alright time.
You were on Easy Street.
I was on Easy Street. Yes.
Alright. How was your relationship with your son since you weren't there?
Oof. Well, it is now. It's starting to get a little bit better, but it was very, very bad. You feel me? Because the bond that I could have had with him, like when that beginning stage from like birth to like 5 and 6, that's when you building a bond. You like mommy. If mommy ain't there, then somebody else is building that bond with them.
Right.
And then I come through when you like 9, 10. You feel me? Whatever bond that I'm gonna build with you is not gonna be a mommy. It's first gonna be whatever my first name is.
Right.
Which is where it started at. You
Right.
feel me? And then eventually it'll turn into mommy.
How do you parent without that like structure?
It's very difficult because in the beginning it was like he didn't really want to, like every time I tried to say something to him, it was hard for him to think that he had to listen to what I had to say.
Right.
You feel me? So we went through that in the beginning, like, oh, I don't have to do it. Oh no, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. I'm
Right.
the parent, so we had to get through that part.
Right.
Once we got through that part, then we started to become friends a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm
Right.
your parent.
Right.
But you don't know me.
Right.
So
Right.
I have to give you that time to get to know me. And you're gonna probably, which he's been doing, try to hold me hostage for not being there.
Right.
And it's only fair. I wasn't there.
Mm.
You feel me? I can't be mad that you mad because I wasn't there.
Because he didn't
It's
do
not
it.
his fault that I wasn't there.
Right.
You feel me? I can't even be
Does
mad
he
at
hold a grudge against you?
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, at this point right now, he's so mad that I won't allow him to just do what he want to do just because, or he feels like I'm not there for him. I'm there for everybody else except for him.
So
You
he's
feel
like
me?
jealous.
Yes. When I can't reward nobody
Right.
in my life for being an asshole. You feel me? Or do it.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me? Because he be doing some fucked up shit.
Right.
You feel me? And the only reason why I feel like that he even could do those things is because I wasn't there in the beginning.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Right.
He doesn't have that bond
You didn't
with
give
me.
him, yeah.
Because the
You gotta
things that
put in
he's
time for
doing,
that.
he would never do it to my parents.
Right.
You feel me? Because those are almost his parents. Those are the people that he feels like he knew
He respects the most.
from the beginning when his open eyes. No, it's the love, it's the bond that he wouldn't dare do that. It's like he, you know what I mean? Why would you do
it
that?
would hurt him to do that. Like I mean, just like
Exactly.
any child.
I'm like an aunt or a cousin. You feel me? I'm not like in the way that he feels inside. You feel me?
Right.
You can't feel that way because a person wasn't there. If a person was there, then you could feel that way.
Right.
You
It's
feel me?
not something that can be recreated.
No,
Right,
it can't.
It's a
I
time
can't
frame.
all of a sudden be there.
Right. Just copy and paste yourself into all his memories. See, I was here. See, I was here.
Hey, I was there. You feel me? But when I came through, I showed up and I showed out. I tried to do everything that I could to make sure that he understood where I came from, what I was doing, why I did it, and why he should never go that route because there's nothing good that's going to come out of that.
Right.
Now, everybody got to live their own life and go through their own thing, but I tried.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Because this ain't something that you want to go through. This ain't something that I would have wished on anybody. I wish I didn't have to have a podcast talking about shit like this. You feel me?
Right.
But unfortunately, this is something that people need to hear. But I wish that this never happened to me. But it did.
Right.
And now I got to live it out. And hopefully, people listening, like, these years that I lost with my son is so sad and so hurtful because it hurt me as much as I could say that it hurt me. It hurt him.
Right.
Like, how many nights did he probably think, like, I wish he was here.
Right.
You feel me? Or things that they could have said to him or treated him in a way, because at the end of the day, he wasn't their kid. You feel me? They did a great job doing what they did, but he wasn't their kid.
Right.
And he knew that he wasn't their kid.
Right.
You feel me? And that like, even my father, all the things that my stepfather, but he's my father, I call him my father because he was the one that raised me.
Right.
You feel me? But everything that happened throughout my life, I always thought about my real dad and how it would have been had he been there.
Right.
You feel me? So I know that my son, anytime something happened, anytime something didn't go his way, anytime anything happened, you think, I wonder how it would be if my mom was here.
Yeah.
You feel me? You can't believe that you didn't think that, because I used to think that myself, like, damn, and I used to always think of all the things that maybe he was out there doing. I used to think that he was, I was like, yeah, he's probably a millionaire, he probably this, he probably that. And then for him to come back around and for me to be totally disappointed because he wasn't what I thought he was.
Right.
You feel me? But he was out living life, doing what he had to do. You know, shit happens, life happens.
Right.
I don't blame him because look what happened in my life. You feel me? I can't even be mad at him for doing whatever he did. Maybe he had to do it. You feel me? He had to be wherever he was. But I did the same thing.
Yeah, it's crazy how like the pattern really it continues.
Yeah.
If you don't break it, that it really continues.
It really continues. I literally did the same
actually
thing.
change it.
Yeah.
Wow. How hard was it to reestablish a relationship with him?
I'm still working on it now. I'm still trying. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying my best to salvage something and make, like, I love
make it
him.
Make sense.
Yeah.
Do you like? I feel like any family that goes through a situation like that should be offered some type of therapy.
Yeah, we should, but everybody got to be open to that. You feel me? And yeah, everybody got to be open to that.
Yeah, that's kind of it's like a taboo sometimes.
In the black community, unfortunately, we don't want other people to know that we need help. You feel me?
Listen, I'm black. I'm black. And I will never understand that. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Why would you not want help? Like, why would you?
Because that's
if
to
you
say
know
that
you
I'm
need
weak.
help.
Because that's to say that I'm weak.
You only weak if you think that you're weak. Needing help don't mean you're
it doesn't
weak.
mean it doesn't mean you're weak.
But that's what you think. Well, you know what I mean? Like I like if I need help, I'm gonna tell you I need
It
help.
doesn't mean that you're weak, but people might perceive you. It's a lot of people out there that worry about what other people think, and it's people that say, "Oh, I don't care what other people think. I don't care what other people." Actually, everybody cares what. Because if you
like even a little bit,
yeah, everybody
you dress up
like, you feel me? You come out of the house looking like what the fuck? Everybody cares what other people think. You feel me? So.
Guys.
Yeah.
Guys, anyone who's watching, anyone who's listening, please reach out. What's the number?
908-463-7646. You could also listen to us on Buzzsprout. This is Prison City and Her. I like to read just a little bit of statistics right quick because I was looking this shit up earlier and it's crazy as hell. According to a November 2017 report by the World Prison Brief, around 212,000 of the 714,000 female prisoners worldwide, women and girls, are incarcerated in the United States of America. What that means is 30% of all the women locked up reside in America. That is a staggering number of women who need help.
That's ridiculous.
Who need services. It's crazy. Like they say that we incarcerated more people in America than any other place.
And we're the land of the free.
We're the land of the free.
How ironic.
For
Like,
real.
what the hell?
It's crazy, man. I don't know. It's so many resources out there that don't cater to women. You feel me? We need some that cater to women, that cater to all the things that happen to us when we get released, all the things that we need. And you know what? The laws is crazy to me, because if you are gonna take away all the things that I need, being a woman, like you're gonna take away housing. I have kids. You're gonna take away housing. You're gonna take away tanning. You're gonna take away all of these things that quite possibly I'm gonna need when I first come home from jail,
Right.
or any institution that I'm coming home from. And you're gonna deny me these things because of the charge that I caught.
Right.
Which I have paid my debt to society, which if I have any type of fines or any type of money that's owed, you're going to get that money, trust me. Because they got all that money. They took my taxes 3, 4, 5 years in the motherfucking road. They took all my tax money.
Crazy.
So they got their money. Right. So after all of that is said and done, you still telling me that if I needed help, you wouldn't help me. That's fucking insane.
What's the point of being put back into... Like, you are, they're taking away all of your rights and then throwing you back into a place where it's like, oh, figure it out. Like,
yeah, then you expecting this said person not to re-offend. How is that possible?
You're setting them up for failure.
How is that possible? Anyway, we had a great show today, and we actually had a great show last week.
Yes.
Like, Miss Linda Battle, she really was.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was
definitely nice.
It was nice to talk to a woman that did that much time. Like, I always say I could jail, but I don't know if I could do 30 years. I mean,
I can't even sit in a car for too long.
She said she got to her 10th year that she couldn't do it no more. She still had 20 more to go.
She was a third done, not even half.
That's like, yo, word is bond. When I'm listening to, I'm like, oh my God.
Right? Like, just imagining how, like psychologically,
like,
you have to be mentally strong to
like, you have to be a little bit more than I don't even know, like,
30 years.
That's like forever. People,
I'm about to turn 30. Like, that's my whole entire life.
Your whole life, locked up your whole
that's
life.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
and she, how about the sister? Thank you, Miss Battle. That's why I had to talk about it, because she already sent me the information. Sent it in a letter too, old school. I appreciate that. She sent the letter to me. Nope. She sent the letter to me like she said she would. Of the women that I'm going to be writing. Right. So hopefully next week, or maybe the week after next, who knows? But hopefully next week we'll be able to read a story from a woman from this right now behind the wall. Right. Like, that's, you don't get no closer or no inside than that. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited about it already. But thank you. We appreciate you tuning in, and we hope that you enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week. Prison City and her. Prison City and her. Freedom as well. Thank you. You.